Today is the day, and welcome back to Goober Brothers Entertainment. Good morning, everybody. Today is the day for the Rise of Skywalker to set release here in the U.S. It's a pretty exciting day. And you know what? Seeing all the leaks, hearing all the rumors, seeing that the rumors are true from the leaks, it's pretty much set that the movie's going to suck. And I've been saying that it's going to suck for a while now. Um, I've been seeing rumors all over the fandom menace that it's going to suck. And apparently, from a lot of people online reviewing the movie, they also say it sucks. One review you should check out is Jeremy Johns on YouTube. Go look at his review. Pretty straightforward and honest about it. And I respect the hell out of that guy. But yes, today is the day. I am going to see it. I'm going with a few of my best friends, and we're going to watch it over in Daytona Beach theater over there. It's really good. So we're going. I think it's a late showing. I think it's a 9 o'clock showing, if I'm correct. But nevertheless, it should be pretty fun. Not really looking forward to getting my heart tore out anymore by Star Wars, but it should be pretty interesting. I was watching I was on Facebook, and somebody in one of the pages that I'm on, they shared a scene of Kylo Ren and Rey in one of the hangar bays at, I guess, one of the starships, or I don't know what it is. And he basically, spoiler alert, if you guys don't want to hear it, I'm going to say it in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Basically, Kylo Ren's like, yeah, there's a reason why we've been wanting to stop you. It's because you're Palpatine's daughter. You're a Palpatine. So it's like you're the granddaughter of Palpatine. His son had you, whatever. That's why you're powerful. It's like it makes no sense at all. I don't get it. I don't understand what they're trying to do. Were they just pulling shit out of the? Of course they're pulling it out of their ass. What am I saying? It's just embarrassing, really. I mean, why the hell would you make her a Palpatine? You could have made her anything you wanted to. But instead you had to, for as large and as vast of a franchise as Star Wars is, and as big of a universe as Star Wars is, considering you hear it from Kathleen Kennedy's big fat mouth all the time, you figured they would just make these characters their own thing, but instead it feels so tightly sewn together that it's just like Rey is a Palpatine, really? You literally could have made her anything you wanted to, and then just kind of went from there. You could have made her you could have brought the Jedi Order back, and then have Luke lead it, and then Rey could have just been one of his students. That would have been fine. But instead, you make this shit. I don't understand. Why would Palpatine's dad? I mean, why would Rey's dad throw her on a fucking desert planet? It's the son of Palpatine. I'm pretty sure he can defend her. I don't understand. It doesn't make sense at all, guys. And quite frankly, I'm going to go see this movie and not give a shit. But I'm also going to be kind of, I don't know. I'm probably going to be pissed. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be pretty much, it's going to be a shit show. And I got a couple people in the chat. You got Ryan T. Is Anakin in it? Well, if you want to know, I saw a spoiler. We talked about this on the boardroom last night. And if you guys want to go check it out, go on Raiders of the Lost Flicks YouTube channel. And episode of the boardroom from last night is up there. So if you want to re-watch it, re-listen to it, go for it. But we talk about this, and apparently in the credits of this movie, it shows that not only Anakin, but Obi-Wan, Yoda, Mace Windu, Luminar Unduli, Ayla Secura, and Ahsoka Tano are in this movie as Force Ghosts. I think they're just voices. They're just doing voice work, but still they're in the movie. So apparently, I don't know. I guess Rey is going to channel her inner fucking godlike Jedi beings or whatever. I guess she's Space Jesus for all I know because she can. I guess this movie takes place a year after, from what I this is what I heard. I'm not citing any sources because this is just a little quick. Takes after a year. I don't know if it is true or not, but if it's only after a year, how can you be that like unreal? You know, I mean, seriously, come on. I thought the rumor before was that it was going to be 2 or 3 or 4 years even after the Last Jedi, but I guess it's only after 1 year. But she's doing her force healing for Kylo Ren in one image that I saw. You know, um, I guess, I guess she's just Space Jesus, really. I mean, another spoiler. If you guys don't want to hear it, another spoiler is that she kills Palpatine and deflects lightning back at him. Somebody leaked the last scene of that movie. Um, actually, you know what? A good bit of that movie has been leaked already. So I think it's just really funny that for as important as this movie is to Lucasfilm, which it ain't fucking important, and it's not important to Disney, it's still going to make a lot of money, unfortunately, which is just really heartbreaking because they don't give a shit. Looks like J.J. Abrams don't give a shit, and he just sucks. Just like Ryan Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy, they all suck. Bob Iger sucks too, but it's going to make a lot of money, but there's no heart in it. So I like seeing work that gets, that gains success because people worked hard on it. It's a craft. And if you can't put your love and effort into it, then should it make money? I mean, I don't know. Just kind of ridiculous that this movie is being released in other countries before here. And the leaks are coming out. And you see a lot of sites and fan pages and stuff. They're like, oh yeah, it's like the best movie ever, and it's going to be great. Don't spoil anything. Don't spoil anything. Everybody, please be curious. But it's for one thing. If you don't want to get spoilers, go get off the internet, please. Get off the internet. I for Endgame and Infinity War, I stayed away from comment sections. I stay away from a lot of stuff because I didn't want to get it spoiled for me. Now, this movie's spoiled. A lot of stuff has been spoiled so far, and yeah, it's honestly you can kind of get the whole plot and everything from Doomcock. You can also get it from just looking on Reddit and all this stuff. So, you know, Rey being the most bestest Jedi ever is just hilarious to me. And seeing all of the reviews, it's very strange seeing the mainstream media and all of these, and I say this lightly, professional reviewers. Um, it's funny because they're all hating on it too, and I never expected to say that, but yeah, they've been they've been really bombing this movie. They've been really trashing this movie on Rotten Tomatoes, and other websites, really. And today, that's what we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at a lot of the reviews. We're going to be looking at a lot of the comments on this movie and what people think about it. And it obviously hasn't been released here in the U.S. yet, but of course, you're going to have your. Oh, sorry. Oh my god. You're going to have your, you know, professional reviewers review it. And those are the only people that have seen it in the US. But I just think it's strange that they would release a movie this big in other countries first besides the US. That does not make any sense at all. Release it at the same time, release it a day after in other countries. But the fact that it's not released in the US first, which is your biggest fan base, it's pretty fucked up if you ask me. If I was really invested in this sequel trilogy, I'd be really mad. I mean, I can't imagine how pissed off like actual fans of these shitty movies are. You know, you, you, you're trying to dodge spoilers and shit online. Which again, if you don't want to get spoiled for you, get offline. But I mean, I'd be pretty pissed too. It's like you live in the country where it was made, and you're getting like what it's been released for how many days now? A few days now. People are leaking it. So that's that's your fault, Lucasfilm. So you suck. And people's reviews are really impacting people's like opinions on or decisions on whether they want to go or not. I know they're gonna still listen, they're still gonna make a lot of money. I get that. They're gonna make a lot of money here. But I don't think it's gonna be I don't think it's gonna be a box office explosion like The Force Awakens was. There's no way. And The Rise of Skywalker, it's not going to sit well with a lot of people. I guarantee you it's not going to sit well with a lot of people, even the normies out there that aren't as invested in the Star Wars lore and the franchise and just like all the other shit that I like and that all of us like in the Phantom Menace. It we're going to be the we're going to be the group of people that were right all along. And then years down the road, they're going to be like, yep, this is what happened. This is what happened. This is why we did this. And everything we've been talking about will come out as right. So hopefully the Phantom Menace will be around by then. I think it will, but I think it's just a matter of I think it's just a matter really of how how long we can just kind of stick together when it comes to every franchise, not even just Star Wars. Because the Phantom Menace is basically Star Wars fans, but there's way more to fandom than just Star Wars. So I think we'll be okay. But anyways, Rise of Skywalker reviews. Not too thrilled with these reviews, guys, as far as, how the movie turned out. But it does make me happy on the other hand that it is a shitty movie and that Lucasfilm is paying. So you can go fuck yourself, Lucasfilm, you suck. So here we go. So I'm just gonna screen share this now. Is the Rise of Skywalker going to be good? I don't think so. But just want to scroll through here, look at some stuff, and kind of see what's going on as far as reviews and what other websites and big show media sites are actually talking about. You know, um, it's funny that the Rise of Skywalker is getting shit on by Forbes, Slate Magazine, the Guardian is actually, you know, saying good things about it. But I don't. Oh, I gotta watch Chris Stuckman's review. I'll watch that later after this stream. This won't be an insanely long show today. I just wanted to do something this morning to kind of get it out there and to kind of have fun and kind of just talk a little bit about the spoilers and just the reviews shitting on it. I think it's just awesome. I think it's great. You make sure Pete's not backstage. Okay. Uh Pete from Meetup Williams Place to Be Reviews is probably going to be here today. I'm not sure. Waiting on a word from him. He may or may not. I'm not sure, but we will see. So yeah, he just messaged me. So yeah, he will. He said he's not home yet, and so he'll be here at some point. So we'll see. We'll see how long it takes him to get here. But in the meantime, we are going to look at some reviews. So um, let's go over here to top stories. You have some more over here. Entertainment, The Onion, Engagement, Rolling Stone. Let's start from the beginning. Let's go to the review. Rise of Skywalker is the worst Star Wars movie ever from Forbes. And our favorite person, Scott Mendelson, is on here. Oh, fucking shit. Oh, Scott. Scotty doesn't know that he fucking sucks. The Rise of Skywalker is a bad movie and a miserable finale that serves no purpose other than to reassure adult fans of the original Star Wars that they are still the chosen ones of the pop culture galaxy. I don't know about that, but pretty fucking crazy that, if they do go through with everything that's in the spoilers and the leaks and everything, um, yeah, it's pretty fucked. And how would that reassure the fans that they're still the chosen ones of pop culture and fandom? If they do what was said they're going to do with killing off all the major characters, how does that make how does that reassure people that they're the best? I don't understand. Spoiler warning. I do mention specific details about the first few scenes, but otherwise there are no spoilers save for read between the lines notes about the film's overall construction. Reader discretion is advised. I'm going to take a sip of water real quick just so I can, talk. Need me some coffee. Damn. All right. So, given the loud and SEO friendly backlash to Rise of the Star Wars The Last Jedi, I half expected The Rise of Skywalker to be something of a walk back in terms of tone, plot, and exposition. After all, The Empire Strikes Back was itself a dramatic departure from Star Wars, and it was followed by a threequel, Return of the Jedi, that was closer in spirit to the first movie. Okay, it wasn't a departure from the first Star Wars movie. Empire Strikes Back was just a continuation. It wasn't really anything too crazy. It was perfect, honestly. I love that fucking movie. God, people's opinions suck. You can go ahead and say all you want. It's the opinion. You know what? His fucking opinion's wrong, so go fuck yourself. Sorry. Was that harsh? Maybe it was a little harsh. Ooh, I'm sorry. Uh, what was I expecting? At worst, was a well-made and character-driven action fantasy that perhaps contained plot threads or story beats for which I didn't care. You can enjoy both Batman Returns and Batman Forever. Alas, J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio's Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is a genuinely bad movie, one that repeats the fatal mistakes of the likes of Spectre, Spider-Man 3, and Crimes of Grindelwald to end the Skywalker saga on an all-time low. Crimes of Grindelwald wasn't a bad movie, so go fuck yourself there. And um, Spider-Man 3, it was just all business. That's what made it bad. They could have had a good movie, but a lot of people push Sam Raimi to do a lot of dumb shit that didn't need to be done. So Spectre, I could give it less shit about Spectre and James Bond. Not a big fan of him. I respect the hell out of James Bond and the franchise and what it's done and how people like it. I think that's cool. But otherwise, I don't really care about James Bond. I don't go out of my way to watch the movies or see it in theaters. I don't care. But Spider-Man 3 wasn't their fault. Crimes of Grindelwald was good. I don't know why people shit on that movie so much. It really does it really does blow my mind. But then again, most critics like this always hate movies that normal people love, like level-headed people. But that's a discussion and rant for another time. Um, Harry Potter franchise is still alive and well, so anybody that thinks otherwise, you're crazy. The problem with Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker isn't just that it absolutely walks back a number of potent reveals and plot threads from the last movie, but rather that the 142-minute movie spends almost its entire running time retconning its predecessor and adding painfully conventional plot twists and patronizing reversals in the name of mollifying the fans who merely want to be reminded of the first three movies. That's interesting. So, um, I if you're gonna retcon the Last Jedi, doesn't really make sense considering y'all have shilled for the Last Jedi forever. And then recently, everybody goes, "Oh, I didn't really like the Last Jedi." It's like, yeah, go fuck yourself. You love it. You're just trying to say that to get people to watch the Rise of Skywalker. That's all you're doing. But I should continue. It inflicts additional damage to the legacy of the first six Star Wars movie. It undermines the previous two episodes in the name of giving some, but not all, original trilogy Star Wars fans a reassuring pat on the head. It even shies away from The Force Awakens' darker real world implications. What was that? What were the darker real world implications in there? Explained. Um, it is so concerned with character reveals and, in quote, chase the MacGuffin plotting that it finds no time for any real character work. You're saying that there's no character build and character arcs in the sequel trilogy? No, get the hell out of here. Oh God. Of course. Of course there's no fucking character build or anything in here. Why would you want to do that? And if it's taken you this long to show that they're undermining the first six movies, Scott, the fuck are you doing, dude? Do you just now realize that it's just now undermining the first six movies? It's not even that. It's Kathleen Kennedy has undermined everything that hasn't had her name in it. Like ever since she was CEO, all of those movies are amazing to her. Everything else, she could give less shit about. She really doesn't give a shit. And it's all about money if she does. Clone Wars Season 7. Nobody cares. At least I don't care. I'll watch it, see if it's any good. They got to prove to me that it's going to be good. Dave Filoni's all right in my book, but, Kathleen Kennedy has undermined and basically trashed the first six, the sixth film saga over and over and over and over again. She's trashed the EU, which was keeping Star Wars alive between the OT and the prequels, and even after and during the prequels. Kept them all alive. But no, fuck all that. We don't need that, do we? No, no. There's no groundwork. There's no frame of mind. There's no frame of anything to get a story written or anything. There's nothing to base your new movies off of at all. No, there's only decades of Star Wars material and books and comics and everything, but whatever. Um, I don't feel bad for people that are pissed off at this movie. because it's taken you this long to realize that they're shitting on the franchise. So no, I don't feel bad for you, Scott, but you know what? It's taken you this long to realize that these movies are shitting on the original trilogy, the prequels, and the rest of the franchise. Glad you liked the movie though. um, Things start promisingly enough with a grim and visually dazzling sequences. For the record, the whole movie looks great, in which Kylo Ren, Adam Driver, doing what he can do to sell some awful dialogue, plotting, kills his way to the location of a still living Sheev Palpatine, Ian McDiarmid. The former emperor promises command of countless newly created warships as long as Ren ends the Jedi Order by killing Rey. Okay, fine. The emperor's back, but at least that reveal is done right off the bat. No. See that this whole movie shouldn't have even been made. The whole plot should have been rethought of. You didn't need to bring back the emperor. The Death Star was destroyed. And how the fuck are you supposed to say, "Oh, we're rebuilding the empire"? It's done. The First Order I thought was the empire, but whatever. I guess you can just for all these years just build giant warships and everything. I mean, it just blows my mind, honestly. Oh my god. The next sequence involving multiple jumps to light speed plays out like the Star Tours ride, but once we find ourselves back in the new home of the fractured resistance, well, you have huge chunks of plot that are written and edited around deleted scenes of the late Carrie Fisher. That's when things start to implode. Well, the fact that the Emperor's back is enough to make it implode, but whatever. With all due respect, Carrie Fisher's performance in The Force Awakens was not her best work. Sorry, guys, I'm tired as hell. Oh god, oh, it's been a long week. Um, where are we at? Now we're dealing with deleted scenes from that previous Star Wars movie being awkwardly inserted. Not unlike Raymond Burr's Godzilla footage into this new movie, everyone else is required to act around her, with the story dictating by what footage they had on hand, resulting in some genuinely goofy filmmaking. See Leia and Rey pass a lightsaber back and forth because it's probably 2 takes of the same deleted sequence. The Resistance immediately gets word that Palpatine is alive and has raised a world-killing army of super ships. News that everyone takes pretty well. No one gives a shit. I guess it's only slightly disconcerting that, metaphorically speaking, Hitler is still alive 35 years after World War II and is planning on teaming up with the USSR to try to enslave the world again. Oh God. So yeah, that's just having Leia back makes no sense. Having the Emperor back makes no sense. Having him build another army makes no sense. Having all these super weapons on Star Destroyers makes no sense at all. I mean, God, I'm going to be yawning a lot during this movie. I'm going to be drinking. So, if you guys can, in the comments or in the chat, please tell me what you think I should drink tonight. And don't you dare say green titty milk, please. We then jump into a go to the place and find the thing adventure. And the filmmakers seem to think that the mere idea of Rey, Finn, Poe, and Chewbacca on a journey together in itself incredibly compelling. It's not. Alas, absent memorable dialogue and much in the way of honest interactions, plus 2 extraneous new characters seemingly meant to no homo, Finn and Poe. What the fuck? The journey becomes about the destination. That destination is merely more arbitrary plot reveals. They do love how the last Fantastic Beasts movie spent most of the movie hinting at and eventually revealing irrelevant connections between characters. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fuck off. Jesus Christ. Did you love how Spectre tried to retroactively make Blofeld, the author of All Your Pain in the three previous Daniel Craig 007 movies. I don't give a shit about that. Or how about Spider-Man 3 revealed that the Sandman actually kind of sort of killed Uncle Ben? That was fine. There was nothing wrong with that. Jesus Christ. Scott Mendelson, you suck. Um, where are we at? Where are we at? Okay. It's not just that the Rise of Skywalker undoes the Last Jedi. It's not your franchise anymore. Metaphors aimed at a generation that grew up loving Star Wars and then allowed two Palpatine-ish leaders, George W. Bush and Trump, really fuck off, to come into power for generic. Don't worry, Star Wars is still the best fan bait. Oh God, I'm so tired of reading this article already. Jesus Christ. Fuck you, Scott Mendelson. Yeah, no, I don't. Oh God. Yeah, Adam Driver does his best to sell this nonsense, and there's a momentary glance when he unexpectedly finds himself with a weapon that has more charm and character than any number of the applause now introductions or fan-friendly callbacks. The film continually teases status quo altering events and then immediately walks them back, offers generic action where even the seemingly emotional showdowns are interrupted by digressions and past tense exposition, and gives Daisy Ridley essentially no real arc of her own. Dude, you're just now saying that Daisy Ridley has no fucking arc in her character of Rey. Really? The screenplay never forces her to make any hard choices or live with the consequences of her mistakes. The plot is shockingly similar to Frozen 2, but even that film, as random as its narrative scene, prioritized character and emotional honesty over plot, which is why it resonated despite the story issues. Finn, Poe, and Rey are mostly action figures moved into places as the plot demands. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected, honestly. Oh God. The Rise of Skywalker is possibly worse than any prior Star Wars episode. It ends a legendary franchise with a thud while denying this new trilogy its artistic reason for existence. It represents the cultural theft of Star Wars from today's kids by today's arrested, developed, stricken adults. Star Wars was a franchise first and foremost for children, and the kids who grew up with Harry Potter, the Hunger Games, and the MCU have embraced harsh truths and challenging narratives. Let me stop you right there. Star Wars is not for fucking kids. It's for everybody. You can aim a movie at a kid, but it's for everybody. It's not for kids. It's not. Maybe these ones are because they're fucking stupid. But even then, you want your kids watching good movies. You don't want your kids watching dumb movies with mindless nonsense. Oh, I hate that fucking argument so much. Star Wars is for kids. It's not for fucking kids. Come on. Um, Lucasfilm and Disney's The Rise of Skywalker feels explicitly crafted for the ride. Johnson ruined Star Wars and George Lucas ruined my childhood demographics. Oh my God. Right down to its near and share of Kelly Meyer trans Rose Tico. It's bad enough that adults no longer see grown up movies in theaters, but now yesterday's geeks who have taken over pop culture feel entitled to have kid friendly franchises aimed at them as well. It's not for fucking kids, you dumb fucking asshole. Jesus. God. God, is there a worse writer than Scott Mendelson? Jesus. How did I read all of that? And like, good God. It just blows my mind. Um, all right, where should we go next? I don't really want to go anywhere because everybody sucks. Um, let's do this. This one came out 1 hour ago. So we'll see what's going on here. Way after. I want to go to bed. Yeah. So, all right. So here we go. So the morning after the Rise of Skywalker reviews are in. Hey, good morning. You look fabulous. The final chapter of the third Star Wars trilogy is out, and Devendra has thoughts on it. Matt, me also has feels about avoiding Rise of Skywalker. The jury remains out on what entails a decent amount of time between a movie premiere and when one is digitally allowed to discuss that iconic part or twist. Whether all the Marvel female superheroes charged on Thanos, or when Stark family member X died in season X of Game of Thrones. Don't even mention the Good Place surprise that got half spoiled for me a few years back. Yeah, okay. I'll probably see The Rise of Skywalker this weekend if I can convince the uninterested so to endure it. 2 weeks after its release is fair game for post match analysis. I think more enthused film fans, franchise stands, and angry internet people seem to whittle it down the opening week, barring an entire digital lockdown and hiding in your garage till you see the thing. How do you avoid spoilers? All tips will be gratefully received. Don't go on the internet. That's all I can really say. Don't go on the internet. That's your best bet, really. But no, yeah, guys, just don't go. Don't go on the don't go on the internet if you don't want to get spoiled for you. Simple as that. Um, not reading this crap. Let's go to Rotten Tomatoes. Because honestly, I haven't been on Rotten Tomatoes in a while, especially for this film. I haven't really looked at it because usually people post screenshots of like the percentages, and that kind of gives me an idea. But we'll see. We'll see what people are saying. It's 155 minutes. Okay. Oh man. Um, Critic reviews. Rise of Skywalker. All right. So, this one is fresh. It says it's such fun, full of rackety exuberance of the now forgotten Saturday morning movie serials that were an influence on George Lucas. Okay. I'm not going to read the full reviews, just the little quick ones. Calvin Wilson. The storytelling is solid, and at a time when the CGI in some films is downright embarrassing, the special effects are superb. I certainly hope so that it is superb because you're spending a lot of money on this movie, and it is, of course, from Disney, so it better look good. It's too bad that the Star Wars saga has saved the worst for last. Oh shit! In terms of pure narrative, it's satisfying. What it very rarely it is inspired. Tiber. I harried and hectic affair. A harried and hectic affair. Interesting. Peter Travers. Okay, the final episode isn't perfect. You'll nitpick it forever with your friends, but that's the point. Star Wars isn't a movie; it's family. We're that close to it, and the infighting about what it does right and wrong is as crucial as the love. Okay, interesting. I guess that means it sucks, but I'm gonna like it and say how much I like it just so I can get money or press whatever. Um, Giving Carrie Fisher top billing, the big Skywalker finale isn't the best film of the series, but does manage closure of every current character arc, topping it off with a perfect coda. I don't know. I'm not reading the full thing. Yeah, okay. There's a lot more ones in here than you would expect from critics that were just trashing the movie. Oh my god, I think I might take a nap after this, guys. um, it's like watching a runner up. Okay. It's like watching a runner trip mid stride. Keep moving forward no matter how clumsy it looks or fall flat on your face. That sounds like it's going to be the most accurate review I've seen. um, Spectacularly grows its already developed characters. Already developed characters? They're not developed at all. Jason Escamilla, not developed. They're not developed. Delivers on epic action and concludes a saga that has spanned decades. Well, Jason, glad you liked it. The Rise of Skywalker pays dividends in fan service, and it pushes every nostalgic button on its dashboard. It's very funny and by twists and turns, incredibly sad too, with surprises so big that Han Solo's ego looks small by comparison. Han Solo was not a bitch. Oh man, if you guys haven't seen already, go to the World Class Bullshitters. Um, there should be on there at least. But we did a fanboys live stream on World Class Bullshitters. So if you want to go on there, we did that on Monday night. If you want to go back and rewatch it. Um, but no, I mean Han Solo was a deadbeat dad in Episode 7, so not how it should have went, but whatever. This follow up feels like a lack of conviction from the franchise as a whole. This is despite the film being just about the best possible version of a final Star Wars film. Oh boy. Man, oh man. The Rise of Skywalker has only managed to forget to make itself feel important. And as a result, is the Skywalker saga with a film of wondrous moments that becomes hollow when viewed as a part of something larger. Huh. You know, I'm curious. I'm going to see it tonight, obviously, but I'm curious to see how the movie's going to feel tonight. I'm excited because it's not going to make sense by any means. I know it's not, and I'm sure a lot of the action is going to be stupid and pointless. I think the thing that really excites me the most is that oh, oh God, I keep yawning. I need coffee, guys. So yeah. Um, I mean that scene where they're on the desert planet and they're riding those little snow speeder, sand speeder looking things. It looks stupid. It's like, yeah, you live in the Star Wars universe. You have like bikes and shit that hover. Why do you have a sand thing like that? Why? It's a little mobile sand skid bike thing. It doesn't. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid. Whatever. Whatever. Oh God. You know, this is just this is just pathetic. You know what? We talked about this last night on the boardroom, and we talked about the future of Star Wars. And I'm really curious to see the future of it. I'm not invested, and I've made that clear before. I'm not really invested in a franchise that's taken everything beforehand and shit on it, or just thrown it in the garbage after they shit on it. But it's interesting because it's they revived the corpse of Star Wars, and they're just kind of dressing it up and playing with it. And you know what I mean? I mean, once Kathleen Kennedy took over, it died. And then she said the EU was no longer a thing, so that died. And then they shit on the characters in The Force Awakens, so that died. And then Marvel took over comics for Star Wars instead of Dark Horse, so that died. So basically, it's a dead carcass they're just playing dress up with. You know? It they put the sunglasses on them, Weekend at Bernie style, and just kind of trotting them around, but like, hey, look, smile for the camera, and it's not even fucking looking at the camera. Its head dangling down. It's just brutal. But whatever, There's nothing we can really do when it comes to this. I mean, this movie's gonna be so stupid. My God, why is the Death Star still intact? I don't understand this movie. I don't think I ever will, but none of it makes sense. You know, they could have made it. Could have made something work with this. All this stuff here, Spader thing. He looks like the guy from Uncharted. They could have, but they're not going to. Just it's a shit show. I don't know, but oh no, I think I'm going to go get some coffee real quick. So you know what? I don't give a shit. Nobody's watching this stream, and let me see. Let me see how many people we got watching. We got anybody watching? We got nobody watching. It's just yeah. We got nobody watching. Two thumbs up, two thumbs down. Ooh, it's getting spicy in here. Some people don't like me. That's whatever though. I don't care. Shit happens, you know. But if you guys, I'm gonna just sit tight. I'm gonna go grab some coffee downstairs. Is the stream just going without me here? Yeah, who gives a shit? Just sit tight. I'm going to go grab coffee and then I'll be back. So sit tight. All right, we're back. Sweetness. Had to get coffee, guys. It's just it's been a tiring morning of me doing nothing. Yeah, just had to get coffee. Had to wake up. It's cold as shit in my house, but it's kind of nice outside. So I think after this, I'm gonna go work out and then run a couple errands. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But yeah, um, Star Wars is just what the fuck, dude? Like it's just it's getting bad. I mean, it sucks now. I think I'm gonna make a T-shirt. It just says Star Wars sucks now. it's and then I might have the dates on it, like 97 to 2012. You know, I think that's a good T-shirt. I think I'm gonna make that. I think I'm gonna make that for sure. Um, but yeah, I had to get coffee. I put it in a Star Wars mug. Conveniently enough. I got this mug a while back. I saw it online, and then my parents got it for me for Christmas. It's says Star Wars on it, but it's got all the lightsabers from the Jedi and from all the Jedi and Sith from the prequels and OT. So yeah, it's got Luke, blue and green. Um, it's got Mace Windu, Asajj Ventress, which is really cool. It's got Yoda, Obi-Wan, um, episode 1 and 3, lightsaber, Darth Maul, um, Vader, Kit Fisto, and Qui-Gon. So yeah, you fill the mug up with coffee, and then the heat makes the lightsabers ignite. So it's really cool. The lightsabers go up the mug. So fascinating. I should tell that at parties. Oh my god. Oh, we got 0 whole viewers today. Oh my god. Guys, all of you that aren't watching, the ghosts and everything. Share. All of you that aren't watching, the ghosts. And I got it on my phone right now, so yay. Yeah. But guys, seriously, go share it, you know. Just been rambling, ranting, freestyling, my dudes. Mainly freestyling. Star Wars. Sweet, sweet Star Wars. I always hated it. Yeah, Star Wars is getting really weird now. Not that it hasn't been weird over the past several years, but it's getting weird. And we were talking about this last night. Like, what is the future for Star Wars? I honestly, I don't know. And when I say that, I mean, I have no idea, like, what the plan is for Star Wars. Because they have this movie they're finishing. It's going to be, out theaters, by next month. It's going to come out in DVD probably in April or May or so. And then that's it for movies. I don't know. Like, if they do any more movies, it's going to be solo movies. They're not Han Solo, but they're going to be doing like just single movies of people, I mean, that's all they're going to do, I guess, or TV. And we were talking about this, like I said last night, and we were debating whether are they going to stick to TV like Disney streaming? Because they're not going to be doing a regular like cable TV show. There's no way. So what's going to happen? Is it going to be just TV? Is it going to be movies? Um, books and stuff are still going to be coming out, but as far as movies goes, what kind of movies are we going to be making? There's no more trilogies from what I heard. So if there's no more trilogies, then they got to do at least like solo movies, mini adventures maybe. I don't know. For one, the franchise is in my mind okay, listen, for me, it's dead, but for a lot of people, it's not. But as far as this movie being successful, it's not really looking good so far. Now, knock on wood, because it's going to be, it's probably going to make a lot of money. But again, a lot of people aren't liking this movie. So I don't know, man. I mean, the toy sales suck, you know? Their comic book sales aren't, as far as I know, aren't that great. But I mean, look it up. I mean, if I don't even know for sure, but I mean, comic sales should be good, but they're not. Not that I know of. I don't know. The thing is, I would always go to the store and buy the Star Wars comics, but when Marvel started coming out with them, I collected them a lot, and then I would just see a lot of them on shelves. So, I mean, I don't know if people are still that into them. Personally, I'm not. I stopped collecting them several years ago. I'm just like, nope, I'm done. And it's kind of sad because, listen, I love the movies and everything. I mean, mainly the movies, but I think one of the biggest things for me was the comics. And a lot of people were like, I love Spider-Man comics. I love all this. And Spider-Man comics are great and I fucking love them. But for me, growing up, when people said comic books, the first thing in my mind goes to Star Wars. Like Star Wars comic books. It was cool because they were adventures and stories you couldn't get in movies. And you get the movies, you get the feel for the movie, but when you look at the comic book for Star Wars, it it's another mini movie. It's like a little TV show. It's playing out in your head, and it's a lot of fun. The Amazon guys outside. but but yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with Star Wars really. Like I said, toy sales suck, and Star Wars has always thrived on having really good toy sales and merchandise sales. They're still going to make money, but it was kind of funny, and it was very weird seeing a new movie come out, The Rise of Skywalker, and them not having a lot of merchandise for it. It's very, very strange. And they know that they're losing money off of it. They know 110 damn percent. They know that they're losing money. So it's just they understand they're losing money. They wanted to put out a couple figures so they could at least make a little bit, but I think they realized that they kind of went overboard, didn't make money, and all this shit sat on shelves. And I think they did with this movie. They just put out the bare minimum. They did like a Kylo figure, some stormtroopers, Ray, chick with a bow, whatever her fucking name is. They did Chewie and 3PO, but nothing crazy. Not like The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens. They didn't go all in on it, which I find funny, but it's crazy. You guys think that Star Wars is actually going to be better from here on out? It's a possibility. Mandalorian's cool. I mean, I need to catch up. I'm like 3 episodes. Actually, you know what? That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to watch The Mandalorian. I need to catch up on it. You know, The Mandalorian, I'm not mad at that show. I'm not. I'm not mad at that show, and I'm very, very happy with it. I really am. I'm really happy with The Mandalorian. I'm not in love with the show, but it's cool being able to watch a Star Wars something and not like fucking pissed at it all the time. Rogue One was cool. There were things in that movie that I'm just like, but overall, it felt fine. It's a good movie. It's better than anything else they've ever came out with for Disney. I've seen all of Rebels. I've seen all of I've seen the whole show of Star Wars Rebels. Not a listen, I'm not a big fan of that show. It's not the worst thing they've made, but I'm just not that big a fan of it. And especially towards the end. The ending of that show with the whole time travel thing, that was the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. Why would you put time travel in Star Wars? Why? That was the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. You could just solve all your problems that way. God. That didn't make any sense at all. And I was really surprised that they actually had the balls to do that and bring back Ahsoka and all that shit. It's just confusing to me. And I doubt actually I shouldn't say that because I feel like they might do this after the movie. After they get done filming The Mandalorian, I could totally see Dave Filoni doing Rebels 2.0 or something, or Ahsoka and the Mandalorian chick, whatever her name is, trying to find Ezra. But then again, I mean, they might not. They might not even continue it. But Mandalorian season 2 is currently being filmed. They started filming it like right after they released the first episode. They know damn well they had a good show on their hands. Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni working together on a TV show. That's a good sight right there. If they just started with that, I forgot who said this, but somebody else said this before, and it made so much more sense. It's like if they started with The Mandalorian or Rogue One, if they started with like those two, and then they're like, let's start working on the 7, 8, 9 episodes, just to kind of get our feet in the water to kind of gain some traction. If they did that first, I would respect the hell out of them because that's a good game plan right there. That's a great way to kind of like calm, cool, collectively figure shit out. And when they make these movies, they didn't have anything figured out. George Lucas had everything written for him, but no, you can't do that. It's crazy to me. But here we are. Here we are. We've had two shitty sequels. Rogue One, shitty Han Solo movie that I don't want to watch. I really don't. It's not Han Solo. It's not Han Solo. I don't care. I don't want to see. I don't want to see a discount Han Solo take a shower with Chewbacca. Not happening. Not happening at all. Um, so we've had those, and now we have this movie. So far, Disney's track record with Star Wars is pretty much ass, and it's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. So it's going to be interesting later on. Kind of just seeing how this all unfolds in the public's eye. I still think that's the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. The fact that they've released this movie overseas first. That's insane to me. That is absolutely insane to me that they would do that. Every day I keep seeing like videos of people recording it in the theaters. Like I said earlier, I saw a video of Kylo Ren and Rey talking in a hangar bay. I saw Kylo Ren on I guess the water planet that they're supposed to be on most of the movie. I don't know. And he's talking to Han Solo. I guess it's like his little inner. I guess it's his mind talking to him, his like conscious or whatever. Han Solo talking to him. Harrison Ford's in this movie, guys. Harrison Ford's in this movie. They're desperate. So, yeah, interesting. It's very interesting to me. Oh, I'm just rambling all day. So, let's see. So, World Class Bullshitters just had a video yesterday. Go watch that. Talks about the Rise of Skywalker getting bad reviews. There's a video of Robot Head came out yesterday as well. Go watch Robot Head. He's really cool. Most of these guys I don't even know. I know Jeff from World Class Bullshitters. Me and him are buddies, but as far as like Robot Head, Nerdrotic, I'm not friends with Nerdrotic, but well, I am on Facebook, but go check out his video he came out with yesterday. He's awesome. Geeks and Gamers been popping out the videos lately. Go watch Geeks and Gamers. Especially our show, The Boardroom, last night on Raiders of the Lost Flicks. We had episode 6 last night, last episode of The Boardroom this year. It's very fun. It's been a very fun time hanging out with these guys this year. Been my favorite part of this year, honestly. Outside of like, personal stuff, it's been great, I mean, being able to meet these 3 guys on The Boardroom, Adam from Raiders of the Lost Flicks, Pete from Eat That Cocoon's Place to Be Reviews, and Sal from 2 Cent Toys. It's been great being able to meet these guys, become friends with them, and dude, we talk all the time. We are in a group chat. We talk to each other all day, every day. Like, we're super tight together. Like, these guys are awesome. I couldn't have asked for better dudes to do a podcast, to do shows with, to be on YouTube with, and just to be friends with, man. These guys are great. So if you could, please, if you're listening this on playback, which more than likely you are because there's nobody watching live, please go subscribe to those guys. They deserve the best, man. Without them, I wouldn't even be here. I've always wanted to do a podcast, never knew really how to do one. And I'm attempting it. Not that my channel is like insanely successful or anything, but I'm attempting to. I'm attempting to do it. So we'll see. It's cool. So yeah, guys, I'm waiting on Pete, but I don't know how long it's going to take him. We'll see. He might be here, he might be around here soon. I don't know. I sent him the link, so we'll see. I'll wait a little bit longer, see if Pete shows up, but if not, that's fine. Today's going to be a very Star Warsy day. I think I'm going to, like I said earlier, I think I'm going to catch up on The Mandalorian, go to the gym. I got to take some toys to a charity here in town. We were doing a fundraiser thing at work, donating presents and stuff. So I have I have like 4 things I gotta no, yeah, like 4 or 5 things I gotta take to the charity here in town. And then after that, run a couple other errands and head home. And then tonight I got the Rise of Skywalker in Daytona Beach. It's gonna be fun. So yeah, I think I might drink a little bit of Hennessy tonight and bring my flask in. Should be very interesting. I was thinking about getting a custom, like a sweatshirt or something that just says like Star Wars sucks now, rest in peace, 77 to 12. I said that earlier, but that does sound really cool though. The more I say it, I think I might try to do that if I can find someone to do that real quick for me. But anyways, yeah. So the Rise of Skywalker. Here's the thing: the reviews are bad, but how high do you think the audience score is going to be? Like honestly, because it's a pattern normally with reviews and movies. Not too often do both sides hate it, the fans and the critics. Now, this movie is going to suck. Either either the fans are going to like it more than the critics, which I find it's going to be hard to believe if they actually do, but either that or, the critics kind of are coming to sense really. Now, how they still like The Last Jedi just boggles my mind, just blows my fucking mind, but you know, I I don't know, man. I don't know how this is going to turn out. After after tonight, it's going to be a very very interesting couple of weeks to see how the box office works in favor of this movie or how it might hurt this movie. This movie might, take a beating, but it also might make a fuck ton of money and then get a lot more reviews that are, in favor of it. But I don't know. It's all speculation right now because people in other countries have seen it, and then they did the press release type of red carpet event thing. So a lot of people have seen it there too. They did test screenings, and if you go on Overlord DVD, Doomcock on his channel, you will be able to see that people in the leaks and press screenings, test screenings, um, walked out of the theater. They were saying, fuck this, fuck that. This movie sucks. I want to get the hell out of here. This movie's awful. What the hell? That's pretty. That says a lot, man. Star Wars fans are just dweebs, man. And we just want cool stuff. You know? We just want some cool shit. We want a good story. And we don't want you shitting on our franchise. And that's what makes me the most mad is that they just shit on our favorite franchise. And that's just pathetic. And you can't do that. Oh, it just blows my mind, guys. It really does. Really does. I don't get it. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh god. How do people like Ray? That's one thing that I've always wondered is why people like Ray. You find out way more about Luke in the first movie you know, than anyone in these 3 movies. But Luke's way more relatable than Ray ever has been. Ray is just automatically good at everything. And you hear that a lot. And you hear the whole Mary Sue like comments and shit, but I mean, damn. That's sad. Like it really is sad. Like that this character is beloved by so many this so many people love her. And she sucks, dude. She sucks. Like who likes this lady? And it sucks even worse because these actors are actually like a lot most of these actors are really cool. Daisy Ridley seems cool. I know she got like backlash about some shit she said. I don't know. I don't even know what she said. I didn't pay attention to that. She seems cool as hell though. Oscar Isaac seems cool. John Boyega seems cool too. I'd hang out with him. Kelly Marie Tran, she's beautiful. She's really cool looking. I'd hang out with her too. You know? Like all these guys, Adam Driver, I'd hang out with him too. All these guys are cool looking. It's just they get these shitty characters and they're a part of a really bad, just decrepit franchise now. If you made Adam Driver play, uh, I don't know, you could have made him something else a lot cooler than Kylo Ren. Keep the helmet on. The helmet's way cooler. It's like it's the Marvel. I would say it's like the Marvel tactic. What Marvel does in the MCU, one of my biggest gripes is that they make them take their helmet off so much. And I get it. You're paying these actors and they got to show their face because their face makes money. I get it. You can still perform well underneath a mask. I mean, it's weird. It's really weird that you've had these are talented people too. Like it's not even just like they're cool, I like them. They're talented, but you've given them nothing to work with. And you just honey dicked us all. Lucasfilm, you've honey dicked all of us, and it's embarrassing. It really is. It's very embarrassing for you to do that to us. You know, I'm kind of shocked, honestly. But it's whatever. I mean, the franchise is dead. Rise of Skywalker comes out today. Will be out for another month or so. It's going to bomb in fans' minds. Not, I mean, if we're going to be talking about money, it's going to make a lot of money, but no one's going to go, hey, like, say, 3 years down the road, they're not going to be like, hey, do you want to go see the Rise of Skywalker? Want to come over? Want to watch it? Everyone's going to be like, no. No, I don't want to watch it. I'd rather watch Stuber. I'd rather watch Playing with Fire with John Cena. uh, there was one picture that I saw today that was a leaked picture of somebody obviously taking pictures in the theater. Um, it was Luke and Leia training, and they used the de-aging thing. And I guess Luke gets his ass kicked by Leia in this training thing, which doesn't make sense at all because I mean, what the fuck? It's Luke. He's fighting his sister, and he's already trained. I don't get that, but of course, it's another like little female empowerment thing, and it's what we all need all the time, always. More female empowerment, whatever. Just I don't know. When I see it tonight, I'll let you know. I'm not doing a review tonight. Just to be clear, I'm not going to do a review because I'm tuning in the world class bullshitters. So that is going to be this is going to be the biggest night of the year for these guys on WCBS. So um, if you guys want, I plan on doing a review later on this weekend. Maybe Friday, but I'm not doing one tonight. And if I do one tomorrow, it'll be tomorrow morning before I go to work. And I will talk about it. I will give it my thoughts. I will take mental notes tonight, and especially on the way back home from the theater. And I got a good hour drive or so back from the theater to my house. I'm going out of town, obviously. I don't live in Daytona Beach, so driving up to Daytona Beach, and I'll be watching this movie. So on the way back, I'll write some notes down on my phone. Um, I'll just I'll give some key points to the movie. But first of all, just to be clear, guys, if anybody listening on the you know on the back play of this video, because no one's watching live. So again, no one's watching live. Guys listening on the back play of this video, my only review is going to be a spoiler review. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this shit. So I'm just gonna do a full spoiler review, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna do the spoiler alert. Turn off your phones. No. What is up, brother?
Hey, man. Sorry about the delay.
You're good.
This morning turned into side quest after side quest. I might as well have been playing fucking Grand Theft Auto Vice City or something.
Well, if it's just like the leaks for the Rise of Skywalker, it's all a bunch of just side quest nonsense. So,
oh my god, I saw that clip you tagged me, and I probably shouldn't have been, but I was watching it when I was driving home.
That's okay.
Because I started watching it, and I'm like, what? I was fucking angry. I'm like, are you? I'm gonna have issues in the theater tonight. I'm gonna have issues. It's gonna be fucking ugly. I'm probably gonna get kicked out.
It's so funny. I watched it this morning before I tagged you, and I was like, that was a very anticlimactic way of telling her.
Yeah, it was
I was like,
stupid.
it's kind of. I was like, why don't they just fucking shoot her?
I know.
Like he's talking about, we need to take you out because you're so powerful, but it's like you have 100+ stormtroopers in this hangar bay with Kylo Ren right there that could fight her.
And she'd kill 100 of them in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, of course. And then the Millennium Falcon.
Yep, blows them all away.
Yeah, what I was just saying though, like I'm going to be doing a review probably Friday morning. And I'm just going to do straight spoilers, man. Like,
yeah,
I'm doing
the same
I'm
thing.
not gonna do a spoiler-free review and then a spoiler review. I'm just gonna, you know what? You want to know what the movie's about? You want to know my thoughts on it? Here it is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This is what you get.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, absolutely. This movie, like, I mean, I've seen more spoilers since this came out Monday than I did for Endgame. But I mean, I avoided them like Endgame, like I was like trying to get into the end zone. You know what I mean? From like in the red zone, dude. I was like Barry Sanders, and them fucking them spoilers were defenders. I was like bam, bam, bam. You know, but
exactly, yeah. I like that movie actually like meant something to everybody.
Yeah, this
movie has so much more divide to it than anything else we've seen.
Oh yeah, it's starting already. Like I got like the whole like, you know, man babies and neck beards and that's all coming up. But it's funny because these people that were championing the Last Jedi now are pissed because the they don't it's canceled J.J. Abrams time now, which I mean, I don't give a shit. I don't like J.J. Abrams to begin with. I think he's a hack. You know, he does some things well, but he can't finish. It's I don't know. It's like between him and Rian Johnson, like really this is the best you had.
Yeah, I'm surprised J.J. Abrams can even finish considering he has kids. So
Yeah, no, it just this like you put him in the 1 and 3 spot in this trilogy, and you have that just gooey doughboy moon face soy latte of a human being in the middle of it to ruin it. And I mean, it's like, the linchpin film of this trilogy was The Last Jedi, and I mean, we all know how that turned out.
Yeah.
So now you've got the finale to this trilogy, and it's nothing but a bunch of fan service and garbage, and everybody's like, oh, see, the man babies wanted fan service and they got it, and now they're going to reject it. We never asked for that. We didn't ask to be patronized. We did not ask to
No.
be patronized by cheap member berries. I mean, you could have given me new characters, incorporated the old ones, written a coherent story with an overarching theme around them, not shit on the legacy that came before, made it good. I mean, The Mandalorian's proof of that, but we got this.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier today, I'm not mad at The Mandalorian. Like I can
No.
take it for what it is and I can enjoy watching it. I'm behind on it. I'm like 3 episodes behind. So today I'm going to watch it, and then after that I'm going to go do errands, go work out, blah blah blah. But overall, I'm not mad at The Mandalorian. Like
I enjoy
if
it.
that's what Star Wars is going to be from now on, cool, I'll check it out. But um I'm tired of being talked down to by people saying, "Well, why don't you like it?" or watching a trailer and going, "This is gonna suck ass." And I'm like, you can't judge it by a trailer. I'm like, that's what it's for, dude. You
Yeah.
know, like, okay, you don't like certain movies. I don't like certain movies. I don't like shit movies. But a lot of people online now, they're like, "Oh, you don't like this movie because you don't get it." It's like I get the full scope of this movie. It's fucking awful. That's the fucking bottom line of this movie.
Yeah.
So I'm just so I'm just so tired of I'm so tired of people just, you can call us names. That's fine. I
Yep.
mean, my videos like at the dislike ratios. I'm at 500 right now, so they got a couple likes, a couple dislikes, which is whatever. But you know,
Hmm.
you don't have to fucking attack me or any of my friends because we don't
Yep.
like a movie. I'm not going out of my way to attack people. Now, if you're going to be a fucking asshole, that's one thing. But you know, this is our opinion, and our opinion's right.
Oh yeah, no, it's funny though, man, because I'm pulling up this tweet right now, and this is from a account called Better Than Empire, and it's a lifelong Star Wars tragic, quietly freaking out that I may never visit Galaxy's Edge. Uh, Hashtag Star Wars. Hashtag make Solo 2 happen. And here it is right here. This is I love the and this guy pins a tweet with 4 likes and 1 retweet. Like, you don't
Cool.
have any tweets that are better than that, bro. I love the moment accusations of toxic fandom, sexism, and bigotry are leveled against the fandom menace. Suddenly EVS becomes a fringe voice that doesn't speak for the rest of the group. Maybe he doesn't, but they all fucking listen to him. Like, okay, so this guy just lives to, he's like anti-comics gate. And here's another one. I really am not understanding all this hate for the Rise of Skywalker. There have been worse Star Wars films than this, Disney era included. I'm sure it will all settle, but my initial impressions put this above The Force Awakens, Rogue One, Return of the Jedi, and all the prequel trilogy. This is my opinion. Don't at me. Like, you're just asking for it then. Like, what? Oh, these people are insane. I don't even know why that came up as like suggested tweets, but yeah, these people are insane, dude.
I'm so glad I'm not on Twitter.
Oh God, I have 2 accounts, and it's just,
Ooh.
well, one of them's for the show, and then one is my personal one. And I really don't tweet that much. I did tweet out the Cyber Frog and Stealing Solo books when I got those the other day.
Oh yeah.
Jesus, that thing had like 10,000 impressions. I was like, well, because was it that one? Yeah, it was because I tagged EVS and World Class and Jeff in it. So, you know,
Nice.
so yeah, that was like, it got like 54 likes, like 7 retweets, and like 10,000 impressions. I just
Okay.
laughed because the only time I've ever had a tweet, like, remember when the NPC memes first hit, when they were like hot?
Yeah, that was a good time.
I tweeted one of those and it got 100,000 impressions.
Holy shit.
Yeah, like it was the right hashtags at the right time. Like that's when like I don't even know why I was on Twitter that much back then, but yeah, it was funny because like I the only thing I ever do is tweet my videos and I just do that through links off of YouTube, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
this movie's gonna be bad though. These people are all riled up already. I mean, the blue check marks are out. Have you checked Rotten Tomatoes to see if there's any audience scores from the overseas crowd yet?
I went on Rotten Tomatoes earlier this stream and I looked around at some of the reviews from the critics, but I haven't really looked too much into it. Most of today's stream, I was just rambling and
Okay.
kind of just talking out of my ass, really. I went on Forbes. I looked at Scott Mendelson's article. They talked about the Rise of Skywalker, and he's a fucking ass. So
Oh yeah.
even though he doesn't like the movie, he's still a fucking asshole. So
He's a douche. He still blames the fans.
he's just he can go suck a cock. I
Yep.
don't care about him. I don't care about any of these big shill people on here that want to talk shit about us.
Him and that other ass hat from CNN, Brian Lowry or whatever.
Yeah, you know what? People can talk shit all they want about us, but we can give it right back. I'm not trying to get in fights with people. I don't want to, but if you want to say stuff about us, we can say stuff about you. And the fact that this is the stance that you want to take, so be it. This is what you're going to get, though.
Yep. If you pick that hill to die on, I mean, ugh. Speaking of ugh, hey, you know what other movie opens today that I'm gonna go see is Cats, and I
Wait, it
think
opens the same day?
yes, it does. And right now on
Oh, I
Rotten
thought it opened like
Tomatoes,
next week.
no, it opens the 19th. It opens tonight.
Oh God.
Okay, so Rise of Skywalker is currently at 58% critics on Rotten Tomatoes, which it's been going up and down because I have a screenshot of it when it hit 60.
Yeah.
And it started at like 53, went up to 56 to 60, back down to 56. It's settled in around 58 right now. Cats with 90 reviews from critics is at 18%. 18 fucking percent.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
18. Damn.
18. Okay. So top review, and it's great. This is from my home state, the Detroit News. Adam Graham says,
Did you want to screen share it?
I can, yeah. This is
Okay.
funny. Here, let me get this. There's no audio.
That's so funny.
There we go. All right. Adam Graham just says woof. Hannah Woodhead from Little White Lies, which I've never heard of, top critic. I felt the light inside me slowly fading. Oof. I never thought I would say there's something for everyone, but really there is in this film. This is from Nigel Andrews from the Financial Times. Something for everyone. I guess if you're like a furry fetishist, maybe, or have a thing for like humans.
Well, this is a wet dream for a furry fetish.
Oh God, yeah. Ugh. Let's see. Here's another one from Allison Wilmore from Vulture and New York Magazine. Oh yeah, I'm sure she's a impartial voice, but it's Cat, so who cares? There is something magical about the simple fact that this movie exists in all its obscene, absurd wonder. Its terrible filmmaking choices and bursts of jaw-dropping talent. That's one thing. This movie has a freaking amazing cast, but I mean, it just looks like a dumpster fire. It's
creepy as hell. It's kind of weird seeing Idris Elba like.
Yeah, Heimdall
behind the scene films, and he's like, "This movie's going to be amazing." You're like, "What?"
you have to say that right now, buddy.
And then you see Taylor Swift. She's like, "I can't believe I'm a cat."
Ugh.
Go home, Taylor.
I know, Taylor. Listen. I'll give you the opportunity to write a song about me in 2020. Okay.
Maybe you're the problem, Taylor.
I think that's what I said. After like you write like 9 songs about your exes, might you want to do just a bit of self-reflection? Have you no cognitive awareness whatsoever? No sense of self?
Pick better guys, Taylor. Please. I'm rooting for you. Please get a good guy.
What is it the kids are saying these days? It's time to practice some self-care, Taylor. It's time. Just practice some self-care. Take care of you, Taylor. So speaking of that, this Bombshell movie over here that we see, this is about Megyn Kelly and Greta Van Susteren and
Greta Van Fleet.
Yeah, Greta Van Fleet, the not Led Zeppelin.
Not Led Zeppelin.
Not Led Zeppelin. I actually saw them in concert, man. They opened at Riff Fest.
Oh, really?
They're really not too bad. And I'm a huge Led Zeppelin fan. So I think it was just kind of like the member berries and the nostalgia. And I was really twisted up when I heard them. But they're not bad. Are they the genius voice of the generation? No. I mean, but they're passable music. You know what I mean? It's like,
I got you.
It's music, you know.
If you want another band, listen to Dirty Honey.
Never heard of them.
They're similar. I saw them open up for Alter Bridge.
Okay.
And the guy's voice is phenomenal. But it's like an 80. It's, how do I describe it? It's like if Geddy Lee and Robert Plant had a baby.
Oh, nice.
That's his voice.
Nice. I'm intrigued. You had my interest. Now you have my attention. Oh, Dirty Honey, it's called.
Yeah,
I'll check them out. This Megyn Kelly thing, though, dude, this was so funny. I heard this morning on I can't remember what I was listening. Oh, it was another YouTube channel was talking about the movie Bombshell, and Megyn Kelly has nothing to do with this movie. Like,
why is there a movie about Megyn Kelly? First of all,
it's because it's something that, and I'm not taking a stance on, you know, cable news, because frankly, I don't watch cable news. I haven't watched cable news in almost 2 years. It's a hit piece on Fox News. Okay.
Oh,
you know,
God.
That's what it basically is. And I mean, I'm not saying that nothing nefarious happened, because I mean, I'm sure it did, but at the same time, they act like Fox News is the only place where this happens at. I mean, this isn't, you know, Harvey Weinstein. Hello. Have we forgotten already that, you know, this shit is just like commonplace in Hollywood and entertainment. I'm sorry. It is, you know, but Megyn Kelly basically came out and said that, and I don't particularly care for Megyn Kelly either. I just never really liked her. She's kind of just off-putting, but she said that she really had nothing to do with this movie. And, she goes, and by the time I knew, you know, I realized it was coming out, or, you know, I was really aware of it. It was too late for them to edit anything. They never consulted her, you know, so this is going to be a lot of conjecturing in this movie.
I highly doubt she's telling the truth.
You know, with her, you never know. I mean, I'm sure she fucking did. She probably got paid for it. You know, this is just what she's saying. So
that's what I'm saying. I'm sure they gave her a bunch of money and they were like, "We're making a movie of you. Just act like nothing happened."
Yeah, I'd like to see that, but
I'm pretty sure she can afford a lawyer, and if she was actually mad enough, she could sue them.
Yep.
I mean, if it was that big an issue, she would be like, "All right, I'm taking you to court." But instead, she's like, "Oh, I didn't know anything about it, but it's okay."
It's just like that Richard Jewell movie. There, everybody's crying because that female journalist that's dead and she can't defend herself. And Olivia Wilde, she was trading sexual favors for information. Like, that never fucking happens. Like, come on. Like, are we seriously clutching pearls over this shit? You're slandering a dead woman. She never did that. Oh, was she just a fucking saint? I mean, the woman might have been, but I mean, come on, dude. Like, these people, like, both sides pearl clutch like a motherfucker over nothing. And it's just, it's like, I don't even, it just angers me because it's so stupid. Like, really, like, oh my God, like, in the era of Me Too and Time's Up, how could you say this about a woman? How could you not? This? You're supposed to believe women. I mean, come on. Well, yeah, when the shit makes sense, but I mean,
I believe she did that.
I believe, yeah. She wanted a fucking story, so she fucked the dude. I mean, come on, man. Like guys do it too. You know, it happens all the time. I mean, Jesus, Meredith was sleeping with a supplier in the office for fucking steak coupons for Outback Steakhouse. I mean, come on. That shit went on for years.
I like that reference.
There you go. I understood that reference. But no, I mean, like I said, this whole pearl clutch and holier than thou, just because, but it's like, you know, it was like, oh, well, a man did this. Well, you got to believe women. You know, this man is bad. He's evil. You know, this woman did something wrong. No, she didn't. How dare you? How dare you insinuate that a woman did something wrong? Well, y'all want equal rights. I was joking around with my wife about that in the morning because I got you know, my vehicles both got remote starters on them. You know, hit that bitch up, fucking seat heater turns on, steering wheel heater turns on. You know, you're set. Heater's on. It's good to go. And she'll be like, "Hey, can you go out and clean the car for me?" I'm like, "Didn't you guys want your goddamn equal rights and all this shit?" She's like, "I didn't fight for that shit." I'm like, but it's funny too because, like I said, man, I'm a stay-at-home dad. You know, this is basically what I do, and it's like is like everybody thinks my wife is like a feminist. I'm like, no, my wife hates feminists. She laughs at them actually. Like she's like you said, she's been through more. I'm not gonna go into it, but she's been through more shit in her life than most of these little weirdos could, that are just triggered by words and shit. And I mean, I'll say she's been carjacked at gunpoint and twice, and I'm not even joking about that. And she's she's not in therapy. She's not saying I got PTSD and I'm a feminist now and men are bad. No. She married a goddamn type A personality, fucking alpha male.
Oh my God.
And that's it's just funny to me. So it's like people, she's a strong female, and that's like you don't like strong women. I'm like, you motherfuckers don't know the half of it. You don't you look at somebody's profile picture in the comment section, and just because I say I don't like Star Wars and you're gonna try to come at me like that, like this shit is it's out of hand. It's completely fucking out of hand.
Does strong mean bitchy? Because if that's the case, then yes, I hate strong women.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you saw that clip I shared, right, of that woman going, well, women live longer and they're happier. And the guy's like, well, most men that die that young are married to women like you, and they just die because they don't want to listen to your nagging. Like it was on the news, and I'm like, dude, I showed that to my wife, and she goes, aren't you glad I'm not like that? I'm like, I wouldn't have married you if you were.
No.
I wouldn't have fucking married you if you were.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to either.
No, and that's like the same thing. She's like, if you were some like little ineffectual like beta male, she goes, I never would have looked at you twice. I'm like, well, yeah, that's because no woman really wants that.
No.
Unless they're like a feminazi control freak,
That's why gay best friends are a thing.
Yep. It's for them. It's like the next best thing to having a girlfriend, and and it's like somebody, hey, I have gay friends that are like that. They're fucking cool. Like the one guy, he'll get. I've known him since high school. And it was like one of those things where you always knew. But he waited until after high school, and he's married and everything. And I could have been happier for him. I was just kind of, I wasn't a minister at the time because I was like, man, I really wanted to like perform the wedding. Because I've done like a dozen weddings. I'm like, I want to do a gay wedding. I really do. I'm like, I think it'll probably be fucking awesome. But the thing is, like, I'll have to like make sure like my wardrobe is on like point because man, they don't fuck around. They do not fuck around. So it's but yeah, man, I was like, they're funny, dude. He always messes with me though about it. He'd be like, hey, he'll just say shit to me and I'll give him the Seinfeld. Not that there's anything wrong with that. And, it's cool to be able to joke around with people like that. That's why it makes me laugh when people are all uptight about like, gay marriage and shit like that. And all this stuff comes into play because of Star Wars. All this shit, all this identity stuff gets drugged to the forefront because of Star Wars. Because now they're worried about, there's, not enough LGBTQ plus alphabet people representation in Star Wars because they relegated like a female kiss to like a 2-second fucking bit in this movie. And they're like, oh, way to go, JJ, that sarcastic slow clap for him. Is
there a woman kiss in this movie?
Yeah, there is.
Who kisses in this movie?
I think they're background characters, honestly.
Oh, who gives a shit?
Exactly. It's like towards the end of the movie. Yep. I mean, they might be like Resistance or so. I don't know who it is. I mean, I kind of figured they were going to use what's her name? Leia's daughter, Billy Lord. Is that her name? Billy Lord? Yeah. Carrie Fisher's daughter? Yeah. I thought they were, I figured they kind of would have like used her and maybe that bird face lady, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I would hope they, no, not Holdo. The other bird face lady that was, you know what I'm talking about?
Toucan Samantha.
Yep. Toucan Samantha. Yep. She was, I kind of figured like it'd be like her or something like that with, one of them, but it's funny. They really dumbed Billy Lord down for that role aesthetically because if you've seen American Horror Story, she's kind of a little smoke show. She looks like she looks a lot like her mom. Like the last season of American Horror Story was set in the 80s, and she was like an aerobics instructor. So she's got the kind of like the 80s garb on before they go up to the camp and shit. I'm getting way off topic here, but yeah, it was I was like, damn, she's pretty hot, it was just crazy, I'm like, that's I was like, me and the wife were sitting there watching. I'm like, I wonder if she does as much blow as her mom did when she was her age. Because Carrie Fisher was twisted up during the fucking Star Wars movies, man.
Yeah, who was it? Adam that was like, I think she started doing Blow after this holiday special.
Duh, I'm sure.
Or it was somebody. I heard it from somebody because like I guess her voice sounds normal, just like in A New Hope.
Uh-huh.
And then come Empire, her voice starts to change a little bit. And then obviously in Return of the Jedi, you can hear the raspiness starting to happen. You're like, ooh.
That's from drainage and smoking too many squares.
Yeah.
Because we yep. Oh hell. But no, man. So I don't know. This movie is so we were I think I was reading Cats reviews. Before I went off on I'm sorry.
Cats reviews.
I went off on like a fucking side quest for like a half hour there.
It's all good. It's all good.
Jesus. I apologize. But let's see. This one right here, this is funny. Cats as a film remains aggressively formless as the musical. It is essentially, in film terms, all second act. This movie's a nightmare you let live out. It's 9 lives alone. Yeah, I've been saying this was nightmare fuel since I've brace yourself. This part people, part pussycat, faux feline Hollywood hairball is a me ouch. Oh God.
Ew.
Okay, this guy is just look at him. Look at he's got a 5 head. Holy shit, I'm bald and this guy's got a big forehead. God damn. I can't wait. I can't wait for the audience reviews on this. But
it just looks weird, dude.
It does. And I don't know if you saw this one too, but look at this. Black Christmas. This was like the what is it? The fiercely feminist take on the Black Christmas franchise. 38 and 29%.
What makes me the most sad about this is that it's a Universal Studios picture.
Yeah. Like, why would they put this out?
They've had some bad movies lately. They had this one, and they've also had, what was it? I forgot what it was called. It's like people hunting Republicans.
Oh, shit. Yeah. I think I saw like a preview for that.
It's kind of like A Dangerous Game, but
yep.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not even going to dignify this movie.
Yeah.
I'm not,
and then they held off on the release. They're just like, yeah, no.
Might be in bad taste.
They may not release it in theaters. They might just be a straight to Blu-ray.
Well,
because the election's coming up, and then the impeachment thing. That might piss people off.
As if this year's not going to be bad enough with the damn presidential election, and I had to take a jab. I posted a meme on Facebook earlier, and somebody asked me, "Is this the old Pete coming back?" I said, "Nope." I said, "This was just too damn funny to pass up. I couldn't help myself. I'm just going back to posting memes about Star Wars again now."
Yeah.
I had to get one out of my system because I don't know if you saw it or not, but
I didn't see it yet.
Yeah, it's on my timeline, but yeah, I couldn't help it. It's just the lunacy of the entire situation and the lack of civic understanding that young people have. Not all, but some of the 3 branches of government and how these proceedings actually work is, and I'm old enough to remember Bill Clinton being impeached from office. That's when I graduated high school. So I was already, interested in, not involved, but interested in the workings of government, by, my early teenage years. So, by the time I was 18, I was able to understand that, okay, so the president was impeached, but he doesn't have to leave office. He's just kind of, got slapped on the wrist and, it didn't go through the Senate or whatever. He's still in office. Okay, whatever. But yeah, and then the people are like, and it's not everybody from the other side that say, but it's like some people are like, yeah, he's going to leave office now. It's like, I don't think you understand how this works. Like, please just stop.
Yeah, I don't think people are. I don't think people are really grasping it, but it's okay.
Yep, and that's it. I'm like, it's either you're that unaware or that's bait.
I just think it's just a lack of knowledge, and I think
I do too. I
think this honestly will help people learn more about the judicial system, but and
it might
you know,
encourage more people to get involved in the process too, you know? I mean, and that's it. Like truly at the end of the day, I'm pretty much a centrist. I don't care where you are, but just get involved one way or another. You know
this
what
will
I
help
mean?
people learn about the judicial system.
Yeah.
It'll help them learn about the different parts of government. It'll help them overall everything. It'll help them. So, I
Yeah.
mean, do I want him to be impeached? That's a different topic.
Yep.
But I mean, I can talk about that later.
Yeah.
I don't really want to like, you
No,
know,
no, no. I don't
I
want
don't
to go
really
into
want to
that.
put my political beliefs out on my
Yep.
channel. But at the same time, it's like, well, I don't want him to get impeached. But yeah, I think this could help people learn more about what's going on.
Yep.
So there's a benefit to it. So that's
Yeah.
okay. But no, I mean, it's kind of funny that you got that shit going on, and then you got the Rise of Skywalker going on.
And
So
everybody tries to correlate one to the other. It's like if you don't like this, you must like him. And it's like no, not
yeah,
necessarily. I just don't like this movie. It
nah,
has
I got a lot of friends that like Star Wars that hate these ones, and they also support,
yeah,
like fucking Bernie. I don't know.
yeah. It's a movie,
I don't
man.
know.
That's
Yeah,
I mean, like, these are movies. You know, this whole thing that if you don't like these new movies, then you're just this caveman. It's like it's absurdity, and it's a lack of intelligence on the part of the person that's lobbing these, limp wristed insults. I always say that. I was like, well, that was a limp wristed salvo you just threw off that doesn't even warrant a response from me. I mean, it's you didn't put any thought into it, and to eviscerate somebody like that, it takes 2 seconds. But what are you going to gain from doing that in a comment section?
Nothing.
I've gotten sucked into those arguments, and it's a time waster, and it's time I'll never get back, and I have much better things to do than that. I've got like 9 million Christmas presents to wrap for my kid from Uncle Sal. So
Oh boy,
which I do have I have Star Wars wrapping paper for him. So
nice.
yeah, man. Um, yeah, I was like, the wife's like, "Oh, we got all Trey." I was like, "No, we don't." She's like, "What?" I'm like, I have like 4 boxes of toys from Sal for Trey.
Uh,
It's yeah. Oh yeah, dude. He's got like his own side of the tree from Uncle Salty. Yeah. I was up working on that last night, and I'm gonna have to. I almost run out of the Star Wars wrapping paper, and I'm down to like 2 big things. So I'm like, okay, so we're good. I can just like cover the front of one with it. So, but everyone's like, oh, I am not very good at gift wrapping though. Like I remember when I was single, I was working at this shop. We had our Christmas party, and we would do like a white elephant gift exchange.
yeah,
Okay, so we would do that, and one year I showed up and I wrapped my gift in the funny pages.
nice. Well, that's a classic right there. That's a
And now
classic move right there.
I did it mostly to be kind of a smart ass because I was a single guy, and it was like, oh, you're probably just gonna wrap it newspaper. I'm like, well, I actually have wrapping paper because even when I lived by myself, I literally always decorated my apartment for Christmas and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
and I wrap presents for everybody. It's not like, but so I was like, okay. So what I did was I went and grabbed 2 cases of beer. I took this, like, it's called shrink wrap tape that we use to when we shrink wrap boats for the wintertime, and I wrapped them up in that around the middle. So I got a 48 pack, or 48 beers here, wrapped them up with newspaper and just put them under my boss's tree at the house for the gift exchange.
Uh,
I was like, what the hell is that? And went to pick it up when they selected it. They're like, holy shit. I'm like, well, I was like, I figured we just drink that on the way to the restaurant after the Christmas party, but oh, those were the fun days. But that
yeah,
was
I've
before
always
the
been
dark
pretty
times.
before the dark times. I've always been pretty decent at rapping. I got better over the years, so now I'm pretty good at it. And now it's like I got to teach my girlfriend, not teach her, but like I'll help her rap because I'm better at it than her. I got the touch, and ironically enough, I learned how to rap from my dad
Okay.
because we have so many people, like kids, to shop for in our family. So I always help them every year wrap the millions of toys we got to get them. So it's just
yeah.
natural now at this point. Can't get them a case of beer like you, but I mean,
Yeah, that was a 21 and over party.
oh, okay, yeah. My boss don't even drink, so like get a candle and get some hot chocolate. And Like that's
Yeah.
the hard stuff for my boss is hot chocolate. I'm like, seriously.
Yeah, we that was my I worked at Marina for like 10 years, man. That was fun. We had some hell because we would do like a big Christmas party at his house, do like drinks and hors d'oeuvres there. And he had a really nice house in like a nice subdivision. So we roll over there there was like what 25 of us that worked at the shop. So we go over his house, do the deal there, and then there was this restaurant the other end of town, and we would basically reserve like the whole like banquet center, for us, it'd be like the girlfriends and the wives and stuff like that. And um, it was funny. My boy just brought some rando girl he met. My boss is like, this is for like serious only, not just somebody you picked up off the street corner, John. And I mean, it was funny because like so the one year like he would just let us order what we wanted. So me and my boy were like, screw it. We ordered like filet mignon, Alaskan king crab, escargot. We were drinking Long Island's. Holy shit, he got pissed. Oh man, yeah. I was like, well, you said anything, man. I was like, this makes up for my lack of a Christmas bonus this year.
I'd do the same thing. I'd
I
be
did.
Like, all right.
And the next year,
Christmas bonus. I haven't heard that word in fucking forever.
well,
God.
that was the year before he folded up shop and took off went ahead and did the Steve Miller Band, took the money and run.
Ooh.
Yeah. We got that call like 2 weeks before we were supposed to come back to work. So because before that, we would all get like our bonuses like every year because I worked there for 10 years and like they would increase like every year until like it was I had the year before that bullshit happened, we had a really nice Christmas bonus for the man because I was a manager. There's like what 4 out of 25 people. We had like 4 managers for the different areas of the business, so it was nice. But yeah, then it was like 2 weeks before we're supposed to come back to work. The ice is starting to melt off the lake, and he calls us. Yeah, everybody comes in, and we're all ready to go back to work. And he's like, "Yeah, we're closing." So like, everybody left and got out of the jobs except for me and like 2 other dudes that stayed there because I had them over a barrel because I was getting unemployment. I don't know if I should say this on the air, but I was getting unemployment and getting paid under the table. I really don't give a fuck. Fuck the IRS. This was 15 years ago. But they'll be like, "You owe us $300, you son of a bitch." But no, so I mean, I was getting, the max unemployment without taxes taken out, and he was paying me almost triple what I was making an hour before because there was 3 of us, and if we left, we just basically said, if you don't pay us, we'll leave. So, and you got 400 boats to get out, dude. So, so we kind of had him over a barrel, and I took advantage of it. He's like, "What you're doing is holding me hostage right now. You don't understand." I'm like, "Oh no, I understand perfectly what I'm doing. I provide a service. You need that service. You're going to pay me what I want."
Yeah, let's see. I had a Christmas bonus set up for my first job, and something went wrong with the company, and we lost it. It was like $1,000 bonus.
Oh damn!
Or a little over 1,000.
Mm.
And mind you, this was my first job, so I was excited.
Yeah.
And then something happened, and some legal issues, and yeah, none of us got bonuses. So that was pretty shitty. That was like the first Christmas where I had a job, and I was like excited to buy a bunch of shit for my parents mainly.
Yeah.
And I was like, hell yeah! So got our bonus taken away, so that kind of sucked. And then I was like, I can't buy Star Wars things now. No,
I know that's like the worst. It's like because as a Christmas bonus, you're like, because we were laid off when we got ours. I had side jobs in the winter. Anyway, do with my unemployment still, but
that corner job.
Yeah, I have bills to pay. Man's got to eat.
Yeah, you do.
So, but no, man, it was it's like that up here though. That's you got to have a hustle on top of a hustle on top of a job up here if you're not like a cop, a teacher, a doctor or something. Or you have a job to where
this is a house of learner doctors,
or where your husband can stay home and talk shit on YouTube all day. And
you got a maid, bro.
I've already vacuumed. I've already vacuumed and got dinner prepped though. So I mean, and I've done 2 loads of laundry today. And been gone since like I took my kid to school. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning.
Dang.
Yeah. So I'm a fucking ninja around the house, man. And I'll still have a video done this afternoon before I go to see Rise of Skywalker. So
Nice, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna. This is my only video I'm doing today, this stream, and then I'm gonna be going to the movie later tonight. Write some notes in my phone.
yep.
On my way back home from the movies, and then tomorrow morning I'm gonna review those, jot some stuff down. Watch alarms going off, and that's annoying.
Mhm.
And then yeah, I'll do a review tomorrow morning, little stream, and if you want to be on it, you're more than welcome to. So just let me know.
Let's see, tomorrow. I know the
Tomorrow's
kid will be
Friday.
home tomorrow, so that might be a little bit tough in the morning, because he demands a lot of attention when he's home during the morning. It's it's funny, man. Him and the dog have this. They have a love-hate relationship. Him and the puppy. So I'll be in here and I'll hear him. Everything will be fine, and I'll hear Natty, and she's nipping at him. He's swatting at her. And then he'll run down the hall and she's chasing him. He's like tapping her head to try to get her off because she's biting his arm. I'm like, I shouldn't have to separate you two this much. She's still learning, you know what I mean? She wants to she wants to run and nip and play all the time. And like this morning, she was on my chest at like 4:00. I'm like, it is not time to play yet.
Yeah, my dog does that same thing, but
Yep.
he's 85 pounds.
Oh yeah, this one's only 25, thank God.
Yeah, Sheldon does that all the time, and I'm just like, get the fuck off me. And he goes, I'm like, quit.
Yeah, she fucking clawed the shit out of the side of my face last night. She was trying to I don't know, she was trying to snuggle up to me, and she flipped over. It was because the kid came in the bed with us at some point, and the dog's next to me, and it's a good thing I have a beard, or else I'd have a scratch on the side of my face. I'm like, Jesus. I was like, all right, Freddy Krueger, we got to get these nails taken care of. I had to take her in to get shots yet, so I'm going to go take her to the groomers too. Get her all nice and purty. And this has been Pet Grooming Tips with Pete.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I'm on Facebook right now. I'm watching the John Connor death scene, and
Dark Fate.
Yeah.
Oh, that was ridiculous.
That's pathetic.
I saw that, the leaked pictures of that, and it was like, they within 5 minutes, really, spoiler alert if you haven't watched Derp Fate yet. Jesus, dude. Yeah, what the hell is that?
That scene's awful.
Yeah, he just rolls right up, shoots him, bap, dead, right there. See ya.
Yeah, the fucking shotgun just
Yeah.
boom, boom.
That was like something out of a Steven Seagal movie from the 80s.
That's just pathetic. I mean, what's going to be worse? What do you think is the worst? The very slow declining downfall of Star Wars, or the drastic fuck you to the fans for Terminator?
Oh God, that's tough. While I like Terminator, I have never loved Terminator the way I do Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's more of the original 1 and 2 they're fine movies. I enjoy them. Linda Hamilton is one of the most badass female leads you've ever seen in a sci-fi action movie.
Slamilton.
Yeah. She looked bad as hell in Terminator 2. I mean, she was just she's a badass warrior. So while I do appreciate the franchise and what it did for the genre, of course, Arnold, Star Wars saddens me more. That's because I've been so invested in this franchise for 35 years. As I'm sitting here staring at, a Dewback and an ATST and a Rancor and Jabba the Hutt and all those guys, just looking at me, and then boxes of figures. And it's like, I'm still, like I said, I'm 39 years old, and it's like, I got 4 Hoth troopers out on the kitchen counter in boxes I'm waiting to open up that Salvador sent me. Thank you, Sal. So, I was like, he's like, there's something in that box for you too. He sent me Cyber Frog and sent me some Hoth figures. So I'm like, sweet. So I got some more Rebels, I got to put them in. But yeah, I'm still, invested in it. And it's not that I don't love Star Wars. It's just the Disney Star Wars is just garbage.
No, it is. It's just fucking trash. And uh
Speaking of which, I'm gonna
oh,
share. I'm gonna share one more thing here, real quick, that I just picked
go
off of
for
Facebook. Let's see. Here we go, right there. When you're no longer the worst Star Wars trilogy,
it.
that is perfect. That is so. I love Kit Fisto right here. That is.
I didn't even see him.
Yep. And Dooku. That's because that's the moment where he's like, I've been looking forward to this. But yeah, man, that is.
Boba Fett.
Yep, that's freaking great. Yep, little Boba. Oh yeah, Boba. Cringy Anakin.
How have we gotten to like this point?
I don't know how we've come to where we are today in Star Wars. It doesn't make much sense, does it?
It doesn't. Like
It truly does not.
everything was just fine and dandy before Lucas sold it.
Yep.
And again, and I say this all the time. He shouldn't have sold it, but he was lied to.
Oh, he was.
And
They
my
they
dad was
they
talking to me
hoodwinked
about it.
him.
He's like, "You shouldn't have fucking sold it." And I go, "Well, I get it. He was divorced. He got remarried. He had a kid. He wanted to be able to step away from the all day's work on doing Star Wars just to be with his family. I get that.
Yep.
But he was lied to,
Oh yeah.
and he didn't choose wisely who he gave the franchise to.
Nope.
And he just thought, Disney, they do a good job with things. Here, take it. Could have given
Yeah.
it to Universal. Could have given it to Sony. Could have, I don't know, something. Got a lot of money for it, but still. And they already had the connection with Disney with the, Star Wars weekends and MGM Studios and stuff like that. So it kind of made sense. But still, I mean, come on. Everything was fine until then, but now it's not even the same franchise anymore. So, like, after watching that Emperor and Rey scene yesterday, just like, holy shit, what is happening?
Oh, that was. Oh
I know that made you mad.
yeah. Yeah.
I saw a picture of, I don't know if you saw it, but I saw a picture someone took it in the theater. It was like a flashback scene of Luke and Leia training,
I saw that.
and they both have the lightsabers ignited, and she beats him in a
Yep.
training thing. Yeah,
Yep. I saw it.
it's like, the fuck. It's like, isn't this something we should have gotten in episode 7? But no, we can't do that.
They really went hard in the paint with the EU stuff, didn't they?
Now they are.
They are, man. They're like, well, we decanonized it. Kathy's like, hey, some of those were actually really good ideas. Jar Jar, you think you can shoehorn about 50 of those fuckers into a 2-hour and 20-minute movie?
But it still doesn't exist. We don't have any material to use.
We have no source material. I want to punch her in the throat when she said that. God knows I'm opposed to hitting females, but I just want to just give her a karate chop right to the throat. Like, just be like, stop talking, Kathy. Stop talking, please. I'll do the same goddamn thing to Bob Iger's dumbass too. I swear to God, he has allowed his minions, these little piss ants he hired. She's a coffee fetcher, dude. She's rubber stamped her name on great things that other people created. She's a damn producer. I'm sorry, and she ain't no Kevin Feige. Okay. At least Kevin Feige has creativity and some knowledge, and I mean, what he's done for the MCU now. You got to count Favreau in there too, because Jon Favreau is an integral part of that.
Yeah.
But Kathleen Kennedy is clueless. That woman has no idea what she's doing. All she knows is they brought in an all-female writer's room and was like, look, the Force is female. Fuck you, 40-year-old white man babies. This is a woman's property now. And who did a great breakdown of this yesterday was Jeremy from The Quartering on a video, because they're redoing Fight Club with an all-female spin.
What?
It's not going to be called Fight Club, but it's like Girl Fight or some stupid
Chick fight?
Yeah, it's something like that.
Chick fight.
Yeah, so it's like I think what's her name, Malin Ackerman is directing and starring in it, and Bella Thorne is in it now. If those of you not familiar with Bella Thorne, she was a Disney actress originally. She was in, I believe it was a show called Almost Famous on like Freeform or whatever. She's a smoke show. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, dude. But this is just like, I mean, you're I don't know. This just doesn't seem like it's gonna work. I mean, have they not learned anything? Um, and this is the thing that Jeremy I alluded to in the from the quartering. He had a video of statistics and breakdown on who goes to see what movies, and the author of the article was somebody basically who would be considered a more progressive, one of these kind of identity politics people. But all he did was give you the numbers and the facts. And basically, the facts are that nobody goes to see these reboots.
No,
The
nobody.
women want to, women, some of them, unless they're like a hardcore like feminist, they're not going to go see this shit. You don't think women want to see attractive guys? Like that's the thing is
Well,
with
here's
this
the
shit.
thing. Why okay, so I get women, there's this huge feminist push, and it's stupid. I think it's stupid.
I do,
But
because you have your rights. I mean, nobody is like this whole Black Christmas thing where they said, well, Sophia Takal, the director, was like, this is what it's like to be a woman in 2019. So around every corner is some mincing, mustache twirling, evil white guy that's just like either gonna like, me too you or whatever. I mean, come on. Like, I
but here's the
understand
thing.
there's bad people, but this is just it's ridiculous.
But here's the thing. Why, if you're that much of a feminist and you want your own thing, why would you want somebody's hand-me-downs?
Yep.
Especially if there's a lot of guys that were attached to the original ones. With like all franchises, Fight Club, dudes. Ghostbusters, dudes.
Yep.
Those are hand-me-downs.
Yeah.
Why would you want that?
Well,
I
because
want it.
that's
Why,
what they do.
I would hate to be in a movie that was as a male reboot of a woman's like movie. That's stupid. Like I would want my own thing.
Yeah, well, that's what they do. They want to do, it's like conquering. They want to take and they want to trample on it and turn it into theirs because they don't have the creativity to do this. They don't, because all they do is they take these existing things and just make a mockery of them. I'm gonna look this movie up right now because I want to find the name. And who's all? Oh, Alec Baldwin's in this movie too. Yep,
Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin. Here it is, right here. I'll
Barely.
now Malin. It's not that I dislike Malin Ackerman at all because she was it Wanderlust? That was the one that Paul Rudd was like, "You want this girl?" Remember her?
Yeah.
Let's see. I can't get away from this goddamn Rise of Skywalker shit.
Is it actually called Chick Fight?
It's called Chick Fight, bro.
Holy shit! I was right.
Yep. When Anna Wincombe is introduced to an underground all-female fight club in order to turn her mess of a life around, she discovers that it's much more personally connected to the history of the club than she could ever imagine.
Oh, Bella Thorne. Oh my god.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah.
She's hot. She's really hot.
Well, she's kind of gross now.
I haven't seen. She was hot when she was on that Almost Famous show. I think unless I'm thinking of a different. No, I'm thinking this. Yeah, her.
Yeah, she looks good there, but she's like any other picture you see of her and stuff, like she's gross.
That's depressing. But yeah, so let's see. I don't know if it had a release date for this dumpster fire. Probably what the Jesus. Let's see. Frequently asked questions. There are none. There's no release date for this. Let's see. See full. Let's see who else is in this movie. Directed by Paul Layden, Malin Ackerman, Bella Thorne, Alec Baldwin. Oh, Malin Ackerman's a producer. Tiffany Boyle, that name's familiar. Maybe I'm thinking that Ruth Boyle chick. I don't know.
Susan Boyle.
Susan Boyle, that is right there. So it's a 3-person cast. What is this? A community theater production?
What is this?
This is the cast for Chick Fight. They probably just don't have the rest of the movie.
But
they don't have the rest of the movie cast.
I can't believe it's called Chick Fight, dude. I didn't even know what it was called earlier. I was just like, "Is it Chick Fight?"
It's literally called Chick Fight.
That's funny. Holy shit!
I saw an article about this and I thought it was satire, and then I saw what's his name?
The Onion.
Yeah, like Josiah that does shit on Geeks and Gamers did a video about it, and I'm like, this is actually a thing. I'm like, no freaking way. I guess Malin Ackerman is like she runs the Fight Club, and she is she's like the head of it. I don't know, but I, I don't know. I don't think this movie is going to be very good, but maybe that's just me. Chick fights in pre-production, The Sleepover, Friendsgiving, Piece of My Heart, Prism. What is this? Dollface. She hasn't really. I mean, I didn't really think she'd done much recently, but she was in Drunk History. I've only seen that show like once, but yeah. Let's see what else. Yes, it's Wanderlust. Oh, that's right. She was on that Children's Hospital show on Adult Swim.
Yeah, she's in Sin City.
Yep.
Nothing interesting.
Not really. The Trophy Wife. I don't remember that. Welcome to Sweden. Suburgatory. Don't remember that.
Robot Chicken.
Yep. No Robot Chicken. Let's see. Burning Love. Rock of Ages. I remember that movie. The Big Bang Club. That sounds like a porn.
How I Met Your Mother.
Movie Stella.
Wait, hold on.
Funny or Die. Oh, okay. She's done some Funny or Die skits.
That's it. I know what episode. Yeah.
She was in Watchmen. Oh wow, she was. Okay.
27 Dresses.
Yep. Heavy Petting. What the Heartbreak Kid. Oh, with Ben Stiller. The Brothers Solomon. Never saw that.
Harold and Kumar.
Yep, I remember that. Love Monkey. Kira Dunn. I never heard of that. A Nero Wolf Mystery. Witchblade. Doc. Witchblade. I remember that show. Others. Earth Final Conflict. Huh. I don't know. So that's who is producing and directing this gimmick. So Malin Ackerman, Bella Thorne, and our everybody's favorite insane drunk uncle Alec Baldwin. So this is a real thing. This is real life. They're making this movie. So this, I'm sure it's going to be a stinker. You know, I really, I mean, they made this movie back in like 2000 with Michelle Rodriguez. It was called Girl Fight. I doubt you even remember that.
Girl Fight. No.
Yep. That was Michelle Rodriguez. She was like a teenager then, like very young. Played a female boxer, kind of, she had to fight a male. I don't know. I can't remember exactly how, when I haven't seen it since it came out, but I mean, they basically, this is another one. It's going to end up like Ocean's 8, and it's not going to draw. It's not going to, nobody's going to go see it. So it'll be forgotten. It'll be another Black Christmas or Charlie's Angels.
What a shame.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, like it's quite a fucking shame.
Just when the world needed a movie about a female fight club.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they can't even do that right. Oy vey. Oy vey.
We'll see what happens. It's going to be made fun of by our community again, just like all the other like female reboots. What we need is a year of good comedies. We need a good just string of comedies from Danny McBride or James Franco, Seth Rogen, and all those other dudes. We need a good string of comedies this year coming up, just to lighten the mood of everything.
Yep.
Something that we don't have to take seriously. We can just go to the movie, shoot the shit, enjoy it, have fun. Remember we need quotable movies.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
It's kind of sad. I'm on Instagram right now. I keep seeing these like Star Wars pages. It's like, no spoilers, please. See no spoilers. Hear no spoilers. Speak no spoilers.
Uh-huh.
Like, calm down. Like, you're not missing much if you get it spoiled for you.
Freaking, what's his name there? What is that? 6ix9ine Tekashi 6ix9ine guy?
Yeah.
He did you see he's already served most of his sentence? He only got 2 years when he was facing like 40 years for all the shit that him and that gang he was affiliated with did.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, it's just, he's a celebrity. That's literally the only, like, God.
Yeah, I was like, how did he get off this easy?
Was this something to do with like child something like something really, really, really bad?
I don't know. I really don't know.
It couldn't have been some petty crime. It was like something really serious from what I know.
Yeah, he's a weird looking guy. He's just an odd fellow. Like I don't understand why someone would want to look like that. It looks like a box of fruity pebbles like just face fucked him for like a year straight. And then somebody drew all over him with a magic marker while he was passed out. Like the dude look. I mean, you look stupid. Like I mean, at what point do your do your you know do your people step in and be like, do you realize you look like a fucking parody of a human being? You look like Chris Brown on meth. I mean, it, oh God, like I don't know. Maybe that's just "Hey, okay, boomer, but no, really.
You look like if Jared Leto's Joker worked at a Crayola factory.
Oh, oh yeah. Just when I put Jared Leto's Joker out of my mind, there he is again
There you go.
with his Joker Thug Life grill.
Ugh. God,
Yeah,
that Joker sucked ass.
that was the. I mean, I've seen that's like you go when your mom goes to the dollar store and brings home Legos. That's what that Joker was. It was like dollar store Joker. I mean, it was like Dollar General Joker.
Legos, and it's spelt like Legeaux.
It's these are the French Canadian Legos.
Holy shit. Nah, but um do you have any I think we're gonna wrap this up. Do you have any predictions for tonight or how the movie's
Oh,
gonna turn out with critics and fans? And I mean, besides it sucking, like
I mean, I think that there's going to be, of course, your normies are going to go and they're going to see it and they're going to be like, it was just fine for what it was because they're not invested in the lore and the backstories, in the mythos like we are. And then you're going to have the defenders and you're going to have it's going to be like the hashtag times up JJ people against and cancel JJ against the Last Jedi defenders and the Phantom Menace is just sitting back. I'm going, well, I look at this as an absolute win. Like, yeah, it's a shitty Star Wars movie, but I don't look at this as anything happening. This is not a shitty Star Wars movie. This is a shitty fan fiction Disney Star Wars movie. This is bad fan fiction. We've got this will be what the fifth movie under Disney, and what 4 out of 5 are just bad fanfics. Like Solo, this entire trilogy, they're trash. They're hollow husks that bear a Star Wars logo. I don't think I'm going to be entertained at any point in this movie. Somebody, oh well, that's not fair. You already have your mind made up. Well, I've already seen enough of the movie, and I've heard the leaks, and they're basically all come true. So no, there's no anticipation level for me. It's how long is it going to feel like I'm sitting in the theater while I'm watching this thing? That's my question.
I think the thing I'm looking forward to the most is like how certain characters are hyped up and then they're barely in the movie, like
Uh-huh.
Lando or Leia. Like they're hyped up, but they're barely fucking in the whole thing.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing that with certain people, like the Knights of Ren. They're probably not going to have any part in this movie, hardly. And if
I
they do, the fight scenes are going to be bad. I can't wait to look at the bad fight scenes. That's going to be funny.
Yep. The
That's
shitty
going to be hilarious.
shitty lightsabers.
Shitty lightsaber fights, bad choreography, bad dialogue, and the dialogue for all the scenes I've seen so far is just it's just bland. You're like, what?
Yep.
Seriously, I watched the Han Solo and Kylo Ren scene, and I'm just like, it's nice seeing Harrison Ford, but not like this.
Yeah.
And it just seems it's so forced and just stupid. It's silly. He's not a Force ghost. It's just,
Yeah, he's not a force ghost because he's not force sensitive.
yeah, it's just he's in Kylo Ren's head, and it's his conscience taking over, and
Yep.
he throws the lightsaber. He fucking chucks that bitch, dude. You see that?
I didn't.
Dude, he fucking Patrick Mahomes Hail Marys that bitch.
Uh,
Like,
God
oh my
damn.
god! I think he like throws it, plus he like force pushes it. That's how he gets it that far. I don't know. It was funny as shit. I was like, God damn! Like you go back and if you watch Harry Potter, I know you haven't seen all the movies or one of them. Or did you see one of them?
I've seen like the very first one, I believe.
Okay, like the last movie, like Harry does that with a wand,
Uh
and he throws like a little sissy. He's like, ugh. And I was just like, wow, big difference. But yeah, you see that scene. I'll try to find it on here and I'll tag you in it.
All right.
And it's just you watch it again, you're like, damn.
Fucking Kylo Ren, man. Adam Driver's the only one that's going to come out of this trilogy better off than what he started, honestly. Because
He's actually cool though.
this has got him some decent roles. So good for him. His character in this trilogy has been shit, but he's doing the best with what he's got. It's not his fault.
I think he's cool. Like I was saying earlier in this stream before you came on, I like the actors themselves. They all seem cool. Like I'd hang out with all of them.
Yeah.
I just don't like they all got just shit handed to them for these Star Wars movies, and they just had to do it because they got a contract. They're the part, and who wouldn't want to be in a Star Wars movie? I mean, seriously.
Exactly. At that point, you're not worried about how good it's going to be.
So, they did their best with what they can do, but it's not Adam Driver's fault that Kylo Ren's just a Hot Topic employee. It's not Daisy Ridley's fault that Rey does everything she wants and just, I mean, she can literally beat everybody, the Empire and First Order, single-handedly. It's not Carrie Fisher's fault that she's resorted to just standing there and Mary Poppins her way into a ship, That's
yeah.
But so yeah, that's final thoughts on it. It's going to be an interesting day. It's going to be a fun night with my buddies. Mainly that's, why I'm going, but also to kind of see the shit show unfold. And yeah, that's the last of the, as they call it now, the Skywalker saga. It's supposed to be just Star Wars, but whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, final thoughts real quick.
Oh God, this is going to be a chore to sit through. And I hope your viewing experience is seamless and easy. But have a few drinks, enjoy yourself, and we'll commiserate and we'll talk about this tomorrow.
Commiserate, dude. I'm gonna be miserable, but I hope you have a good time, and I hope you have a good time with your mom, and I hope your mom laughs at it just like you, and
she probably will.
You guys will just shoot the shit about it,
Yep, that's it, man. It's be me, mama, and my sister. So, because my sister kind of invited herself, so yeah, she just did it the last minute because me and my mom were talking about, oh, I'm gonna go too, and I'm like, God damn it! I'm like, you weren't even born when Mom took me to Return of the Jedi. You're not going. You weren't born for another fucking year. You're not going. That's kind of brother I am. No, but yeah, so we're going, it'll be fun. So
well, you guys just be safe, have fun, and yeah, just let me know how everything goes. And if you want Friday morning, if you're able to be on my stream, man.
If I can jump on for a little bit, I absolutely will, dude.
So yeah, I'll send you the link and I'll talk to you in the chat, of course. And of course off air here, but I mean, yeah. So everybody, thank you for tuning in. If you did, barely had any viewers at all today, but it's been cool. And if you guys listen to it on the playback, then awesome. Enjoy yourselves. Have fun at the Rise of Skywalker if you're going to see it. And if you're boycotting it, more power to you. I mean, if you don't want to go see it, I don't blame you. I didn't see Solo, still haven't. It's been over a year, and haven't touched that movie, so
don't.
But you guys, I will be doing a review, and of course, later tonight, World Class Bullshitters will be doing a review. They'll be doing call-ins. I will be doing a call-in. Pete just, yep. I'll talk to you off air about it. But yeah,
okay.
But World Class Bullshitters will be having a really cool event tonight. They're going to be streaming for a long time. So definitely they will be when I get out of the theater. So, But everybody out there, have fun, have a great day, be safe, enjoy the movie, enjoy the shit show if you're going. If not, have fun, listen to the reviews at home. If you guys want to listen Friday tomorrow morning, I will be on here, and I will be talking about the movie. So without further ado, I'll sign off with Eatapple Queen is the place to review reviews. Pete, want to plug your channel real quick?
Yep, that is Eatapple Queen's a place to be. Reviews. We talk about pretty much everything pop culture, movies, Star Wars, Marvel, DC, all that fun stuff. Come on over, subscribe. We are live every Monday night at 8:30 with Monday Night Going in Raw, Tuesday morning about last night. And of course, I'm on the boardroom with Commander Cody from Goober Brothers, the Don of 2 Cents Toys, Salvador, and the Groovinator from Raiders of the Lost Flicks every Wednesday night. And we rotate around to each other's channels.
Yes, that is the boardroom. So if you guys check out the replay of last night's episode of the boardroom, pretty good episode. We talk a lot of Star Wars. It's mainly Star Wars all episodes. So guys, watch that on the rerun, and make sure you hit the like button on that video. Hit the like button here on this video, and have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow, and may the force be with you.
Because we're going to need it.